Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. In this video, this is the part 2 of my previous video where I'm going to make this dress proper. So if you're interested in watching this, please keep on watching. And if you want to know how I was able to draft the pattern for this dress, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so you can go check it out. So here I have the pieces. I have already gone ahead to place the patterns on my fabric, and I already cut them out. So this is the front piece, the two sides of the front piece. So this side is folded. It's not supposed to be cut into two. For this side I have two pieces of this as well, because I'll be needing two pieces for the front, or for left and right sides of the front. And now this is the back pieces. I have also gone ahead to cut them. This is what it's looking like. I also folded my fabric into two to cut these two parts, but there's no need for it to have any fold. You can just even cut them separately. Yeah, so this is it. Now I'll just go ahead and join all the pieces together. Starting from the front piece, I'll go ahead and take out all the pins. So this is what it's looking like. I will also go ahead and take out the pins for this other side, and then I'm going to open it up so you see why I said that side that I wrote fold is supposed to be on fold. So if I'm going to open it like this, and you see how it's looking. Yeah, so this is how it's supposed to be. So this side I cut out two pieces for it, two pieces, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and place them, join them on both sides of this front middle piece like this. This is what it's going to look like after I am done sewing it. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the middle part. I'm going to flip it to the right side. I'm going to take the right side of one of the sides, and I'm going to sew it like this. I'm going to sew it from the bottom part to the top, as you can see what I have here. And then I'll also go ahead and do the same to this other side, right sides facing, place the two sides and sew it and join it together like so. Now the same thing goes for the back piece. I'm also going to take out the pins, take off the pattern, and I'll also go ahead and join the pieces together. So for this one now, there's no need folding it, because you're going to need two different pieces, because there's going to be a zipper at the middle, so there's no need cutting it on fold. So this is what the zip is going to be. And now I'll go ahead to attach the sides to each of them. So same thing I did for the front, I'm also going to do it here, right sides facing, and I'll join them together so it can look like this after I am done joining them. So now I'll just place it on top like this, right sides facing, and then from the bottom I'll just join it all the way to the top. And doing this is kind of tricky, so you will, if you're a beginner, you would maybe have to do it like 2 or 3 times before you get it correctly. So I'll also place it and then join it to that point. So this is the front piece. After joining it, I went ahead to open the seam and I pressed it properly, as you can see. And then when you turn it to the right side, you can see how relaxed the seam is, and it's already looking so beautiful. And now for the back side, I also went ahead to press open the seam, although I was not able to properly press it because the light was out while I was doing it. So but yeah, go ahead to press open your seams and properly press your fabrics as well. So this is what it's looking like right now. When I place the both of them together, this is what it's looking like. The middle part here is going to be for the zipper, for zip. Now for the for the linings, I went ahead to cut same patterns for the linings. The only difference is that the lining part is 6 inches shorter than the main part, so I just measured 6 inches from the bottom of my pattern and cut it off, and then placed it and cut off the linings. This is because I don't want the lining to be as long as the main piece, and also because I was short of lining. So if you have enough linings, you can just make it as long. So now I want to create the keyhole neckline. So this is the pattern. You can see that it's already short. It's way shorter than it was when I drafted it. That's because I cut out 6 inches from the bottom and cut it on my lining. So for the neckline, for the keyhole neckline, I'll just take off this side, and this is the only part I'm going to be working on. Now the total length I want for my neckline, for my neck depth, is 6 inches. So I place the 2 inches. You remember we cut out 6 inches from the beginning, so I place my tape on the 2 inches, and I'll go ahead and I'll mark 5.5 inches, so that by the time I sew it round, it will be 6 inches. Now from the top, I place my tape from the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and mark 1.5 inches. I'm going to mark 1.5 inches on there. So the difference I have between those two lines is 2 inches. So from here, I'm going to mark 4 inches. I just marked 4 inches here. That's how deep I want, how wide I want the keyhole neckline to be. So when I open this up, it's going to be a total of 8 inches. So the difference I have here is 2 inches, like I said earlier. And now I want to draw a sweetheart neckline. So you can see I am placing this curve rule a little bit slanted, and then I'm just going to shift that 4-inch line down a little bit, and then I'll just draw like a curve like this, because I want the bottom part to have the sweetheart neckline shape. So this is what I have like this. And then for the top, I'm going to draw it out, place my my curve rule, and I'm going to draw it like this. So this is what I have. So I'm just going to cut this side off. So I'll go ahead and cut it off like this. After cutting it out, I'll bring the main piece, the front piece of my fabric, and I will go ahead and fold it into 2. So I'll fold it into 2 like this, and I'll take this pattern that I already cut out the keyhole neckline on, and I'm going to place it this way. I'll just use my pin to pin the bottom part, so that when I'm cutting it, it is steady. And then I'll go ahead and just cut it off. So I pinned it a bit, and just at the top part I pinned it, and then I'll go ahead and cut off the keyhole neckline. And I'll just take off the pins and open it up, so you can see what it's looking like already. So when I open it up, you can see how nice our neckline has turned out. So this is the neckline right now, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm also going to take the lining piece of this front piece, and then I'll also fold it into 2 like this, and I'll also place that pattern and cut it off. So I already did that here. So now I'm placing the lining on top of the main fabric, right side of the lining facing right side of the main piece, and I went ahead to sew it all round by 1/2 inch. You can see the chalk I used to measure the 1/2 inch, and then I pinned it, and then went ahead to sew it all round. After sewing it, I'll just take out the pins, and then I'll go ahead to notch it all round again so that it's neater when I fold it, when I turn it inside out. After I'm done notching it, I'll just take out the pins, and then I'm going to take this lining like this, and I'm going to pass it through that neckline. I'm going to pass it through it and bring it out to the other side like this. So this is what it's looking like right now. I'll just go ahead and top stitch it. I opened it up and top stitched it, sewing it on the lining side, and after that I'll just go ahead and sew it, join both the main fabric and the lining together. So I'll go ahead and sew the sides. I'm going to sew it the two sides, the armhole, joining the lining and the main fabric together. I'll sew it this way, sew it this other way, and I'll also sew on the armhole area and the shoulder parts as well. I'll also sew it a little bit on the neckline just to join the main fabric to the lining. So after I'm done top stitching the neckline and joining both the fabric and the main piece, this is what it's looking like right now. This is what it's looking like. I'll go ahead and I'll get the back piece and I'll do the same thing to it. So this is the back piece, and how I'm going to do this is the right side. I will get the lining, and I'm going to place right sides facing each other like this, and then I'll go ahead and sew it on the zip side. I'll just join it by 1/2 inch all the way down to where the lining stops, and after that I'll just flip it over. So this is it. I've joined this is the chalk I marked where I marked my 1/2 inch, and I joined it right side facing right side, joining the fabric and the lining piece together. So after that I'm going to fold it like this and sew up the other part. But before I do that, I just want to top stitch it just like I did for the neckline. So I opened it up like this, and then I sewed it like this all down on the lining piece down to where the lining ends, and then I'm going to fold it, turn it like this, and then sew on the shoulder, join to the armhole line and to the side as well as the neckline, just a little bit on the neckline. So after doing all of that, this is what I have already gone ahead to join the front and the back piece on the shoulder. I already joined the shoulder, as you can see. I've joined the back and the front pieces together. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to bias the neckline, because the neckline is still looking rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from one neckline, from the back neckline all the way to the front neckline, all the way to the other side of the back neckline. And after I am done measuring it, I got 23 inches. So I'm going to cut out a bias line of 26 inches. I'm going to cut out a bias line of 26 inches and then cut it, and I'll go ahead to sew it to bias the neckline. So after I am done doing that, you can see how neat the neckline is right now. This is the wrong side, you can see it, and I'm going to turn it to the right side. So this is what it looks like on the right side. So neat, so beautiful. Now if you want a tutorial on how to properly use a bias, let me know in the comment section. I would happily do that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join the zip side by 1 inch, or from the top to the bottom all the way. I'm going to join it all the way down to by 1 inch. And after doing that, I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to go ahead to shape this dress to my measurement. Also, if you want to know how to properly shape a dress, I have a good tutorial, and I'm going to leave it in the description box in case you want to know how to properly shape your dress. So here I'm just going to join this, the back side, the zipper side. I'm going to join it with a loose stitch all the way down. So this is what it looks like after I am done joining, shaping it and joining the zipper side at the back. So this is the back that I joined already. Now the next thing I want to do is to cut. Remember that the gathers at the bottom is one side is up and one side is down. Now this is how I'm able to achieve it. So I'm going to place my tape on the left side. Now it is up to you to know which side you want to be up and which side you want to be down. So on my left side I marked 3.5 inches. So I'm going to use a ruler to connect from 3.5 inch, from that 3.5 inch line down to the other side, down to the right side of my dress. After I'm done drawing this, I'll just use my scissors and I'll go ahead and cut it off. Now this is what it's looking like. One side is up, the other side is down. Now it is also, you can also measure how high you want your side to be. This is totally up to you. Now I'm just going to use my ruler and I'm going to measure the bottom all around so I can know the length of fabric to cut out for the gathers at the bottom. And after I was done measuring it all around, I got 44.5 inches. I got 4.5 inches. Now what I did was I cut out a long fabric with the of 44.5 inches times 2. So I multiplied it by 2 so that it can have weight when it is gathered, so it can look nice when gathered. So this is it. I joined it a little bit so it can keep going all along. So, and then the length of this is 10 inches, but I already hemmed the bottom part with 1 inch, so I have 9 inch remaining. So this is the bottom part that I already went ahead to hem it even before I attached it to the main dress. So I have done that, and now I'll go ahead to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew a long line all along this, and then I'm going to gather it. Now if you also need a tutorial on how to properly make gathers, I also have a video which I'm going to leave in the description box, so you can check it out if you do not know how to gather your materials. So this is what the this is what it's looking like right now. So I just simply used one thread to just gather it on both sides. And after that, I am going to take my main piece and I'll go to the back, and then this part, that where I have my zipper side, the part that I sewed by 1 inch, I'll just loosen it up a little bit by like 1 inch. I just open it up like this, and then I'm going to take the end of one of the gathered bottom and I'm going to place it right sides facing. Yes, right sides facing. I'm going to place it like this, and then I'm going to sew and join it all round. I'm going to go ahead and join it all round. After doing that, this is what this gorgeous dress is looking like right now. This is so beautiful. It's a very beautiful, very simple dress to make. And yeah, this is just totally it on how to make this beautiful dress. After that, I'll go ahead and rejoin the mid back that I opened. I'll just go ahead and sew this by 1 inch, and then I'll go ahead and insert my zip at the middle. So I'll just loosen it and insert my zip there. I was not able to show how I made this sleeve, but the sleeve is a very simple sleeve. But if you want to know how I was able to make this sleeve, let me know. Request it in the comment section and I'll totally do it. Thank you so much for watching. This is the end result of this dress. So beautiful, so gorgeous. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.